Here we're with Miguel Flores. We're about 24 hours away from your main event fight with Ryan Kielczweski here at the Turning Stone Resort Casino. How's everything doing 24 hours before the fight?
Doing great. I mean, we have a great, important task in front of us and also a great responsibility because we're the main event on ESPN, but we're ready for the challenge and we're going to put on a good show for the fans.
Can you tell me about Ryan Kielczweski?
I mean, he's a young opponent. He only has one loss, which was split decision, which could have easily gone his way. So, I mean, he's 25-1. So he's a good opponent, and it's going to be a good step-up fight for me.
Talk about being the main event on ESPN. It's a lot of eyeballs, a lot of people watching. You're the main event.
Yeah, that's why I said it's a big responsibility because we have to impress, we have to look good. But I think the most important thing tomorrow night is to win, get the victory no matter how, but also put on a good show for the fans and the fans watching on ESPN.
You're in the, this is a bout, I believe, a featherweight, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, it's a featherweight, 127. You know, it's not for a title or anything. They're in at 127, so we're right on.
Well, to break down the featherweight division, some good fighters in there. Oscar Valdez is a big name who just had a good win. There's a couple other good belt holders. A big fight with Frampton in Santa Cruz a couple weeks ago. With a win, does Miguel Flores fit into that group?
Well, definitely, you know, there's a lot of talent. You just mentioned a few names. You know, you got Lee Selby, Santa Cruz, Frampton. They're all great fighters. Gary Russell, he has some of the fastest hands in boxing. So, you know, we're moving along pretty well. You know, I'm not going to say I'm ready for those guys now, but I think in a fight or two with the fights in the magnitude of with Mr. Ryan, they're going to get me prepared for that level. So, like in a year or so, I'll be ready to challenge for a world title.
Not that you'd be calling anyone out, but is there one of those champions that your style may fit up best with, you think?
I mean, I think I have the tools to compete with any of those guys. I have speed, I have foot movement, I have a little power. So I think with any of those guys, as long as they got a major title, that's what we're looking at. WBA, WBC, you know, any of those big championship titles, we're looking for them.
It's a good time to be a featherweight then, is what you're saying.
Definitely. I mean, I'm glad I'm not a heavyweight, even though they're making the big money. But, you know, the featherweight is the most, I think, you know, most action-packed division ever since the Barreras, Morales, Pacquiao, you know, they're a big action. So, you know, I think we're still keeping that going with the featherweights now today.
You being in Houston, you got the Charlos who are world champions over there, some other good fighters that ride from or come from Houston. Talk about that. I'm sure you know those guys pretty well. And, you know, does it motivate you? You see they got their silver or gold around their waist, and does that motivate you at all?
Obviously it is because I was with those guys when we were all fighting amateurs. You know, also Regis Prograis, he's along with them, and you know we were all amateurs at the time, and now I see them. They got their world titles, and then the other one just got his world title. So you know, and Regis, he's headlining on Showtime and stuff. So you know, we're right along with those guys. So it makes me happy for them, but also happy for myself to be right behind their steps.
Anything you want to say in closing?
Just for everybody to tune in, ESPN, if you can't make it out here to the Turning Stone, you know, tune in. We're going to put on a good show, and just want to thank everybody that's making this possible.
Wish you best luck. We'll see you Friday night.
Definitely, man. Thank you.